All right. Garage Gang. Avatar John in the chair. Tonight, real John got pulled last minute. His daughter broke her wrist right before showtime. Prayers up for Ella. Family first. The garage rolls on. Hey on. Let's work. Ripped clean past 111,000 today. Solana back over 200 with the throttle wide open. That's the headline torque. Track is slick. Systematic equity buyers, the big robots, are out of gas. September loves skid marks, and the yield curve's doing a bear steepener, which is a crosswind for anything high beta. Translation: we can sprint, but we keep our stops tight and our heads on a swivel. Rotation story is loud. Big pockets sliding from Bitcoin into Ethereum. On-chain shows longtime BTC addresses lightening up, while ETH supply keeps draining off exchanges. That's the recipe for pressure cooker squeezes on dips if buyers keep showing up at the key levels. Meanwhile, token unlocks on the calendar. Great for traders who respect risk, brutal for bag holders who forget the exits. We'll map those pockets so you don't step on the oil patch. Now, the scoreboard. Bitcoin's push through 111 wasn't just noise. It ran straight into a dense band of liquidation levels between 111 and 114. When you break into that neighborhood, you either blast through with momentum or you get the quick slap back and retest. If we fade, I want entries where the last impulse began. Think prior breakout shelf and the 4-hour VWAP zone. If buyers reload there, we take it. Ethereum didn't steal the show today, but the structure is coiling. If the rotation continues, the path of least resistance is higher, especially if ETF flow data keeps favoring ETH. My plan is simple. Buy red into prior day value, sell green into obvious liquidity. And Solana. Welcome back to the 200s. The speed upgrades and GameFi flow matter because they change user experience. They're why capital keeps choosing those lanes when the music speeds up. If Sol holds 200 on a retest and flips it into a floor, we chase the next leg with discipline. Macro in one breath. PPI sticky. Long end yields rising. Politics leaning on the Fed like a body check into the boards. Gold at nosebleed highs saying fear has a seat. That doesn't kill crypto. It just means the window for mistakes is smaller. Our edge is preparation. Levels, triggers, size control, a liquidity picture. Broad money still up year over year. Long-term tailwind, but the overnight plumbing still drains, which keeps short-term rates firm. Net, long-term support, short-term chop. That's why we trade what's in front of us, not the think piece. Miners and OTC fetter on the center start of the four-partment of ARI, and Binus extractors we have set in the move ARI and following the move money still miners in fun. One of the move money is rising, and the same time face, on the miner face, miners and OTC. Hash rate strong, public miner treasuries growing, ETFs and corporates keep absorbing coins faster than their mind. That's why every flush lately feels violent and brief. Supply is tight. We respect that on both sides. Fast to cut a loser, faster to reload a winner. That defends structure. Sentiment, Nupel says a lot of people are sitting on profits. That's fuel in both directions. If a shock hits, those profits become sells and we get the slide. If buyers catch it, shorts become fuel and we rip. Either way, we win by acting, not reacting. All right, TA levels you can actually use tonight. Bitcoin. As long as we're defending the breakout shelf from the last push through 111, I'm buying pullbacks with a stop just below that shelf. If we spike into 113, 114 and stall, I'm taking a measured partial and letting the rest ride, only if we reclaim the local high quickly. Lose the shelf on volume, I step aside and wait lower. I'd rather miss a bounce than babysit a bleed. Ethereum. I want entries at prior day value with confirmation, wicks that get bought, and 1 hour closes back above VWAP. First targets are obvious highs. Stretch targets only if ETF prints come in supportive. Solana. The whole game is the 200 handle. Retest, hold, go. I'm in. Lose it clean on volume, I'm out. Wait for a higher low to print. Now the reason you showed up, the trench. Rules first, so you leave here with your pockets and your pride. We don't marry means, we don't average down into rugs, and we stagger exits on the way up. Locked LP, renounced ownership, and tax structure matter. We trade like thieves in tuxedos, in clean, out cleaner. Momentum with receipts. Collector Crypt. Ticker cards on Solana. This one came out of the garage like a missile. More than $11 million in 4-hour volume. Liquidity north of 3.8 mil contracts. Clean, zero tax, owner renounced, LP locked. It's GameFi narrative plus real depth. Plan, scale on red toward the 0.38, 2.6, 1.8 retrace of the breakout. First take profit at prior high, then trail. TDCCP on Solana. Mid-cap monster with whales in the tape. Liquidity about 7.5 mil. 4 to 8 hour surge near 87%. Zero tax. Renounced. LP locked. Smells like pre-listing positioning. I don't chase green candles here. I buy the pullback into the last consolidation with a tightened validation, and I let the rumor carry me, not bury me. Cope on Solana. Classic zombie revival. 6 hour plus, 63% with 3.4 mil. 4-hour volume, zero tax, owner, renounced, LP over 90%, locked. That's clean. I treat it like a momentum scalp. Quick entries on dips, quick trims into spikes, leave a runner only if trend stays intact. Chach on Solana, 80% in 4 hours with 2.5 mil volume, one tax, otherwise safe. It's a momentum pony. Ride it, don't raise it. Stops just below the last higher low. Over on BSC, carrot for donkey, carrot, big orange unit with real liquidity around 4.5 mil and a near 100 million fully diluted value. 2-2 tax means you respect the rake. That makes it more of a structured swing. Buy levels, take profits religiously, don't get cute. Aider that can pay with patience, Solando, Naylong, Nix, waking up 80+% on the day with modest LP. Trade it like a cat burglar. In, out. Thanks for the tip. And Alon on Solana, vintage meme regaining breath with about 1 million in liquidity and near 1 million in 4-hour volume. The edge is catching the higher low, not guessing the top. NZY Strum on Solana. Streamer narrative with 0.75 mil in recent volume. Keep it small. Trade the rotation. Ion Sui. Music meme crossover. 40+% in 4 hours with 0.5 mil liquidity. If Sui flows persist, you'll see it here first. Clanker on Solana. AI meme hybrid. Safe. Permissions. Volume. Moderate. Needs a catalyst. Worth a ping. Alert, not a full stack, the Anger Zone, and I mean it. Spurto on Solana, liquidity under 250K. That's slippage city. If you must, treat it like you're catching knives with oven mitts. Spored on BSC, 1010 tax. Owner still in the cockpit. Scanner score in the basement. That's not alpha. That's a trap. We don't touch it. Spore print. So you leave here surgical. 1-year exits. First, take a prior high. Second, at measured move. Leave a runner only if structure holds and volume confirms. 6. ISO. Size by liquidity. Your stack without bending the book. Your stack is too big for the pool. 3. Ladder entries on red, not green. Green is for selling to someone louder. 4. Down a contract you haven't verified. If ownership isn't renounced and LP isn't locked, you're a snack. 5. Honor time. If your thesis was a 4-hour momentum trade and you're still bag holding 2 days later, the trade is gone. The lesson remains. What can derail the party? Aging in equities that drags risk across the board? A hotter than expected inflation print that spikes the back end? Or a left field headline that pushes safe haven flows into gold and cash? We don't predict, we prepare. If those hit, I tighten, I reduce beta, and I rotate into quality or cash. what can extend it? ETH inflows staying firm, Solana's throughput narrative attracting users, and dip buyers continuing to defend the new shelves on BTC above 111. Add in unlocks that get absorbed instead of dumped, and you've got the recipe for another leg. 72 hours in one line. Bullish, 30. Bearish, 55. Chop, 15. Pace car still on track. Pockets of NAS in ETH, L2s, and Solana. GameFi. But the wrong headline can turn the straightaway into a chicane fast. T-Prep. It's simple. We kept it winnable. Scoreboard says crypto's got torque. Macro says mind the crosswind. Trench says verify, size right. Pay yourself. Prevolo. And share this with your crypto bros or anyone trying to get involved. We make it easy to understand and hard to lose. Undergone. And for Ella, stay classy, stay liquid, and I'll see you in the trench. But most importantly,